Welcome back to the lessons. So, students, from this lecture onwards, I'm going to cover how to work with text objects. Under this section, as the first part of the lesson, you will learn how to create a batch style element similar to this. So, in order to arrange text something like this around an object or create wavy text style, you must learn how to type text on a path. Then, you will learn how to arrange the text inside different shapes. You can see here the paragraphs text are represented in different shapes here, like a circle and polygon, and as well as in the custom shapes. After that, you will learn how to wrap text around an image. Once text are wrapped, even if you moved the image inside the text area, then you can see text are arranged automatically around the image. After that, next I'll teach you how to warp text elements similar to these. And then you will learn how to outline text objects and applying gradient like gold, silver, or with any other custom shadings. And immediately after that, I'll teach you how to play with bullet points while you're creating text objects. Right. Finally, you will learn how to customize existing font and develop a logo like this. So buddies, you can download the AI file from the resources folder for these elements and keep it with you as a reference file.
Okay, so before move forward with that, let's try to understand some basic functionality of text tools. So you can create a new document, and then with the type tool, if I just click on the page, I can begin to type a character style text object. So let me type Illustrator and tap enter key and type Photoshop in a next line. Okay, let's say if I want to delete the characters, then I can tap backspace key to delete them and then continue typing. Okay, then with the selection tool, I can scale the object, right, and as well as I can rotate it, the text object from using these handles. Okay, fine. Then from here I can change the font type, and from here I can change the font style, right, and from here I can change the font size as well. As well as with all the Alt key or Option key, if I tap a right arrow key, I can increase the space between each characters. Okay, and if I type a left arrow key, then I can reduce the space. Likewise, with hold Alt or Option key, if I tap top or bottom arrow keys, then I can set space between the text lines. Okay, and let's say if I want to set a character space only for this word for the Photoshop, then with the selection tool, if you double click, you can activate the type tool, or you can pick a type tool from here, then highlight the text and then tap left or right arrow keys with hold Alt key. Also, if I tap Ctrl T, then I can open the character panel. Then from here I can customize the font type, and from here font style, as well as from here I can change the font size. Okay, and this is called leading option. So if I customize the values here, I can set line space between the text. Let's say if I want to set default space, then select auto option from this menu, and from this option I can set the tracking. So basically I can set space between the characters. Okay, and let's say if I want to set it to normal space, then I type here 0 value. Okay, also if I toggle to the show option from option menu, then I can function more options here. So from here I can customize the height of the text character, right? So 100 is the default height, and from here I can customize the width of the characters, so better to keep it 100%. And if I highlight this character except letter P in Photoshop, then I can set baseline shift for characters from here. Okay, so guys, this is what called baseline of the text object. Okay, so let me set it to 0, and from this option I can rotate the characters. Okay, and from these options I can change characters to all caps or either small caps from here. Let's say if I want to make this character superscript, so first highlight it, then click this option. If I click this option, then I can subscript the character. Then I can underline the characters from here. Okay, so before that you must highlight or select the character to underline, and if I click this, I can strike through the character. Let's say if you intend to work on a new character style text, or you intend to use another document to start with a new character style text, then make sure to reset the panel from option menu here, and then begin to type or add new character elements. Okay, let's say if I want to use alignment options like center align, left align, right align, then toggle to the paragraph panel from here, and then from here I can customize the aligning options like align center, align right, align left. And these justification options are truly work for paragraph style text object. Okay, so let's say if I want to create a paragraph style text object, so this is what called character style text object, and let's try to create a paragraph style text object. So before that let me reset the panel from here. Okay, and then with the type tool, if I draw a text box like this, and then I can create a paragraph text object with some dummy text here. So if I begin to type, the dummy text will be replaced with the new content. Okay, and okay, so let me undo the action. So tap Ctrl Z and keep dummy text for the time being. And guys, let me keep a line space between these each paragraphs. So guys, you can use the enter key to add space. Then from here I can apply justification options like justify left, justify center, justify right, so on. Okay, and in these places I can say some hyphenations. So you can see a dash marks. So this is called hyphenations. So if I turn off this hyphenation option, then I can avoid hyphenation in my paragraphs. Okay. Also, in here there are few more options for formatting paragraphs. Let's say if I want to set left indent for this paragraph, then just click to activate the cursor on that paragraph, or you can highlight a part of that paragraph and then set left indent from this option. If I customize this option, then I can set a right indent for that paragraph. Okay. And let's say if I only want to set indent for this first text line of this paragraph, then click over here on that line and then set indent from this option for that line only. Fine. And let's say if I want to increase or decrease the space between these two paragraphs, then let me activate the cursor on this paragraph, and then if I adjust the values in this option, I can set space after this paragraph here. And when cursor is activate on this paragraph, right, and if I adjust values in this option, then I can set a space before this paragraph here. Okay. Right. Also guys, keep in mind with the selection tool, if I drag from these handles, I cannot increase or decrease the font size. Instead of that, basically I can adjust the text box size only. Okay. And let's say if I want to increase the font size, then I must highlight the text, or I must select the entire paragraph text object with the selection tool. Then from the character panel, I can customize the characters using these options. So once done the settings, let's deactivate the selection from the paragraphs object and then reset the paragraph panel from here. Okay, so these are the basic steps of character and paragraphs formatting. And as well as, let's say if I want to change cases of this text object like uppercase, lowercase, sentence case, so on, then select the text object and then choose type, change case, then pick cases from here. Okay. And also, let's say if I want to add some special characters like copyright symbol, registration symbol, so on, then double click to activate the text object that you want to add the special character, and then choose type, insert special characters, then choose symbol, then pick the characters from this menu. There we go.
Now let's focus on how to type text on a path and develop a design elements like this. So let me create a A4 size document first. Right. And let me copy these designs. So select all of them and tap Ctrl C and toggle to the new document and tap Ctrl V to paste them, and let me place them over here on the page. Fine. Now let's begin to develop this logo. So first let me create a circle shape and fill it with gray color. Then pick the type tool from here and click on the page and begin to type GDF. Now if you want to change the size of the font, then activate the selection tool from here and then drag from the corner handle while hold the shift key to constrain proportion. Or you can tap Ctrl T to open the character panel, or you can open the character panel from Windows, right? Then click this arrow button to go more down, and then from the type menu choose character. So guys, keep in mind, text formatting related to all panels are available in type menu here. So let me change the font type to Nexa Bold from here, right? And guys, you can use whatever the font you like in your list, right? And also let me change the size of the font also a little bit. Then let's open the align panel from here and let me select both of these objects together, right? And then from here select align to key object option and click to activate the circle as a key object. Then choose horizontal align center and vertical align center. Now change the font color to white from here, right? Then select the circle shape and tap Ctrl C and Ctrl F to make another copy above it, and change the color of that circle to white from here, and tap Ctrl Shift left square bracket key to send it behind. Then drag the corner handle with the Shift and Alt key to increase the size of the white circle a little bit. Now again let's select the black circle and make another copy above it, and remove the fill color from here and add a stroke color to it, right? Then let's increase the circle size a little bit, something like this. Now let's try to add this text over here. To do that, you must type the text on this path. Before that, you must break the path into two segments. To do that, let's pick the direct selection tool from here and then select these both anchors with hold shift key and click this break anchor point option. Now these both segments are separated. Then select the bottom segment first and delete it, right? Then pick type tool from here or type on a path tool from here and click exactly on the path to add a text, right? Now let's change the size of the font from here. If it is too much big, right, you can adjust the size from here, and then let's open the paragraph panel from here and click center. Now pick the selection tool and let's zoom in the document and then drag this handle to edge of this path here, as well as drag this handle also to edge of this path here. Now pick the type tool again and highlight the text and turn on the caps lock in your keyboard, and let's begin to type. Let me type graphic design, faculty. Right, fine. Then open the character panel from here, and let's try to adjust the font size and font gaps using these options to make it more balanced. Right, fine. Now let's try to add this text line over here. To do that, again select this black circle and make a copy above it. So tap Ctrl C, Ctrl F. Then remove the fill color from here and add stroke color from here. Now let's increase the size of the circle and make sure the circle edge is aligned with the top part of the text element, like this. Then pick direct selection tool from here and select these both anchors with the shift key. Then trim the path from here. Now pick the selection tool and select the text object and tap Ctrl Shift left square bracket key to send it behind. Then select the top path segment and delete it. Now let's pick type tool from here and click on the path. And from the paragraph panel, make sure it's aligned center. Then pick the selection tool and drag these handles to edge of the segments. Right, and from the text tool, highlight the current text and begin to type since 1995. Fine. Now currently you can see here text object is upside down, but I want to turn it to the correct position. To do that, let's zoom in the document and flip this handle up vertically. Right, then you can adjust the side handles to make it more balanced. Then from the character panel, you can change the font size and set tracking between characters if you need. Okay, so let me adjust them a little bit. Fine. Right, now let's select again black circle and make a copy above it. Then increase the size of that circle with hold shift key and alt key and try to align it between both text objects precisely. Right, fine. Then tap Ctrl Shift left square bracket key to send it behind, and let's change the color of that circle from here. Okay, then select both text object with hold the shift key and change the text color to white from here. Now let's pick star tool from here and click on the page and make sure number of points are 5 here, and then click OK. Then with the selection tool, let's change the size of the star and place it over here. Right, and if you need, adjust the size to make it more balanced. Then let's drag from the handles to adjust them. Then again make another duplicate of this star and place it above here, and reduce the size of it little bit. Right, okay, now again make another duplicate of this small star and place it over here. Right, so you can balance them to make it more nice. Fine. Then select all these star shapes with hold the shift key and make another duplicate with hold the alt and shift key while you're dragging, and let's place it over here. Then from the transform panel, choose flip horizontal and then try to balance the element precisely between the green circle with hold shift key. Fine. Right. Now guys, I can select all elements and change the size as I need. Okay, so here we go. Now let's focus on how to develop this design. So first, let's pick rectangle tool from here and draw a rectangle shape, right? And then fill it with a red color from here, and then double click the fill tool here and try to change the reddish color to little lighter from the picker. Okay, so let me keep this color. Guys, if you want to use the same color, let's type this hexadecimal code, right? Then choose effect, warp and flag from here, and make sure preview mode is on here to view the effect while you change the values here, and then type here 70% for bend value. But guys, you can use different values if you wish. Okay, then click OK. Now choose object, expand appearance. Then let's try to apply this text over here. To do that, select the shape and choose object, path, offset path, right? And in here let's type -2 millimeter, and also make sure other values as it is, and turn on preview mode. So guys, keep in mind, based on the size of the object, you have to decide what value has to be applied here. So you can play with different values and check the preview mode before you click OK, right? Okay, anyway, now let me click OK and apply stroke color from here and remove the fill color from here. Then pick direct selection tool and select these both corner anchors and click cut option here. Then with the selection tool, select the upper path and delete it. Now pick type tool from here and click on the path and open the paragraph panel and make sure it's aligned center. Then pick selection tool and drag these handles to the edge, right? Now flip the mid point handle vertically to turn the text into correct position. Then with the text tool, highlight the existing text and replace it with, let me type premium product, right? Then let's try to change the font type, font size and character spacing from the character panel, right? So let me customize them from here, right? Fine. Okay. Then activate the selection tool and tap top arrow key multiple times in your keyboard to balance the text between the shape, right? Fine. And let's change the color also to white from here. Now let's focus to create these elements. To do that, Let me choose pen tool from here and begin to draw a triangle shape from this anchor point, something like this, right? Then with the selection tool, select the object and then change the color of that element to little bit darker red from here. Now tap Ctrl Shift left square bracket key to send the object behind. Then again pick the rectangle tool from here and draw a rectangle shape from this point, something like this, right? Then change the color of that rectangle to little bit lighter red from here and tap enter key. Then tap Ctrl Shift left square bracket key again to send it behind. Now let's select both these elements with the selection tool and let's make duplicate. So while you're dragging, tap and hold Alt and Shift key and try to snap it with the right edge of the flag shape. Then guys, open the transform panel from here and type here 180 to rotate the element with 180 degree. Then let's zoom the document a little bit and drag the element from this point and try to snap it with this point. So let me try, right? Fine, so here we go. Finally, let's focus to create this design. So again, let's draw a circle shape and then remove the fill color from here, right? And only activate the stroke color here. Then make another copy above it. So tap Ctrl C, Ctrl F. Then increase the size of that circle a little bit. Right, let me keep like this. Now pick direct selection tool from here and select this anchor point. Then break it from here. And now let's pick type tool and click on the path and begin to type national geography faculty in Sri Lanka. Then open the character panel from here and try to customize the text as I'm doing here. Before that, guys, make sure it's aligned center from here, right? And now let me change the font style to News 706 bold BT. Guys, you can use a similar font if you do not have the same font, right? Later on, I'll teach you how to download and install fonts into your PC. And let's change the font size also a little bit. Right. Okay, fine. So let me keep like this. And let's make some space between the text characters from here as well. Right, fine. And then let's drag these handles and try to snap over each other. Then select entire element and from the transform panel make sure reference point is center and then type here 90 degree to rotate the element. Now let's select this circle shape and tap Ctrl C and Ctrl F to make a copy. And then increase the size of that circle and make it balanced between the text object. Right. Fine. Finally, guys, let's try to create this Sri Lanka map. Right. So to do that, let me toggle to the Google right? And in the search bar, let's type Sri Lanka silhouette, and make sure you are in images category. Then click tool option and pick large size from here. Then you can find a better image from here, right? Right, okay, so let me choose this one. Then if you hover the mouse pointer on the image, you will be able to see the resolution of the image from here. Basically, if the resolution is more than 800 or 1000, it means that image is better for tracing, right? So then right click on the image and choose copy image, and then let's toggle to the Illustrator screen and tap Ctrl V to paste that image here. Now let's place the image outside of the canvas, and then from here you can see an option for image trace. So let's click this little down arrow mark and choose silhouette from here. Then click this expand button. Now choose object, ungroup. Then let's delete this part, right? And select the map and tap Ctrl G to group it. And then from the transform panel, let's reduce the size of the element, so make sure link button is on, and then let me type here 20. Now let's bring the map inside the circle and place it over here. Then guys, you can zoom the document and try to balance the element in middle of the circle. Right, okay, so there we go. Okay guys, so that's all about in this lecture, and in my next lecture let's focus how to type text inside the different shapes like this. Thank you.